They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense will get the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Broncos send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Auburn's offense will take the field for the first time. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Davison. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Now, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Snap it to the back. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They booted away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know the defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. There's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try to get outside. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Flips it out on the screen. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield in those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Purdue looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Boilermakers. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Heck of a showing. All that speculation all week, and now we know.
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. And the Broncos, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to pop the draw. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Broncos trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. How about this on first and goal to give to the wide receiver? He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Got a man, it's Allen. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle at Simmons. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense They don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Let's it fly. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hands it off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt, wants to make a play, and the returner will be dragged down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gets it past the marker. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Shakes off the defender. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 14, and that's the way you find some room to operate. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7th. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Makes the catch near the 50. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So here comes the Auburn offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now.
Touchdown, Tiger! A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over North Texas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those cross, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Allen. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Gets it out quickly. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many...
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Auburn. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Handoff to the lone back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not...
There he goes! Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The Broncos will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a crease, it's Davison. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Auburn going to work with another first down. Power football with the run. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Allen. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Auburn to the line on 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. The handoff, keep working on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll bring it out. It's McClain. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get some. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space. And
he lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab deep. Speeding down the left side. Inside. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. Turn and hand the ball off to a running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC.
Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team.